What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Kind of Funny live reaction. This one, too, the first proper PlayStation State of Play in a very long time. I'm Tim Gettys, joined by one of the coolest dudes in video games, Greg Miller.
Ahoy, hoy.
The new face
we hope you're here.
Adeoye Jr.
Hello, it's me. What's up?
The Nitro Rifle, Andy Cortez.
I'm worried about you, Greg. I hope you're here to stay, brother.
Greg's having some internet problems, so at any moment he might drop out.
They're going around doing stuff. I see them with hammers banging on boxes and shit. So yeah, if at any point I drop out and I miss Patapon 4 for PlayStation 5, I'm
oh my god.
All I want is a pretty reasonable request, if I do say so myself.
I've heard some exciting things about what
don't bless. Not again. Bless.
I don't want to overhype anything because exciting things might not actually happen, but I personally am very excited for what might show up at the State of Play.
So I'm excited to see the format because this is the first proper State of Play since Resident Evil 3. It's been like almost an entire year. And every major State of Play, we got Iron Man VR, we got Resident Evil 3, we got Final Fantasy 7. There's always at least something.
This always gets you horny right here.
It is. It is.
What's the sound effect going to be, though?
Same as always.
Every time's different.
There you go.
No, there's another sound effect though, because last time we got the Resident Evil 3 sound and then the Final Fantasy 7 sound.
Face. There you go.
Nothing.
Told you.
Silent Hills. Oh,
read into the silentness of it.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
He's a nice man.
Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped. The devious villains, Neocortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade.
Really freaking good.
So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise. First, we made sure to incorporate the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with.
I'm honestly very excited.
And then we wanted to introduce
I'm excited to give it a shot just because it gives me a lot of Mario Maker, Mario Maker Rage vibes.
Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4.
Like historically, I'm not a Crash person.
Since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago.
If what you're saying is true, Tim,
Crash 4,
I
see those changes to our
This is gonna be the best Crash game ever made.
Tim, will I like
it? Our teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons.
It's gonna look real good at HDR.
Original games. All while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore.
Tim, have you played Astrobot yet?
Throughout Crash 4, you'll see
you gotta play
new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations.
Grab the one from my desk.
All of that also comes new
Tim will love
to the platform.
if Tim loves Crash Bandicoot, Tim will love Astrobot.
He loves the
It's like this is the same format.
Now here's the thing, Tim, is I love Astrobot. Are you sure I won't love this Crash Bandicoot?
There were certain moments in the game
I'm saying they're not the same.
Kevin, chicken or egg,
Kevin, are you on the screen right now? Are you in the image? No. Shut it. All right.
I mean,
until you're on screen, I don't. Until you're on screen, we don't need to listen to you.
I'm on screen. Hey, look at me.
Well, look at him. Kanye Crash.
Cosmetic and
Kanye from Stronger.
To express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here. Skins are earned by completing different challenges and earning gems.
Zero.
No MTX.
The whole game.
Crash
Never
4
will be.
also introduces the quantum masks.
Yeah, we see that now they can put microtransactions in the game. Like I said, there was no MTX.
Crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player.
Yeah, what's it stand for?
Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button. Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world around you. Or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to.
You know what I'm looking forward to for this State of Play? I can't wait to hear more about because I saw what could be shown here, and I'm really hoping to see more stuff about the sort of third-party indies that were shown at the PS5 demo.
I definitely expect
Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this
adventure. The Pathless is the one that I'm really hoping for.
You can play the entire game.
They better show something for Jet.
Any level
that you
play
Jet launch
is getting pretty close, probably. Who knows?
It's actually coming out. Take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that you'll get to control.
Do you think there's a chance we see a new Sonic here?
So that they can provide their own fresh perspectives.
Because, like, we got to get a new Sonic soon, right?
We're so overdue.
He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path. In addition to playing as Cortex, we're excited to reveal that for the first time, You'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingodile.
What?
Oh.
Why?
You get to play as
Awesome.
Dingodile in Crash 4. Now, a lot has changed in the years since we last saw
God, give me
Dingodile.
Tiny.
In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately
What
for
was
us,
the,
his adventure begins
what was
by
the Kong
witnessing the
that
destruction of
Barrett
said
was all horny
beloved
for?
diner and getting sucked
Cranky.
into another dimension.
Oh, Candy.
No, yeah, it's
Candy,
the little baby
yeah.
one, right? God.
No, that's Tiny.
Finally, there's one more surprise.
No, but there was a
Excited to show
react
you
one
today.
time, Bless, where
The Crash Bandicoot
Barrett
series
was
has
like,
always been
"Oh
about
yeah,
finding
this
new and
certain
exciting
Kong I
ways
fucking
to play
love
through
her.
the
She's
game.
hot," and it ended up being the
Ooh,
baby
that's
one. Like,
Tiny
yeah, the name wrong.
trials or exploring all the hidden
We were like, "You
secrets.
fucking pervert."
oh,
dude.
wow, bro.
We wanted to bring something brand
Oh, yeah,
new
Candy
to the table,
Kong, though,
so
is
we
thick.
teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create
Yeah,
a brand
she's
new style
incredible,
of
dude.
play
Yeah,
for Crash
oh
4
my God.
that we call inverted mode.
Inverted
It's our
mode.
Actually, let me look
stripped-up,
that up to make sure that's the right one I'm thinking
bumper-fueled
of.
take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
new
Candy
and unique
Kong.
art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path forward. We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed
Because
of
it
gameplay
just
as
kind of
well.
reminds me of the filters in
Once
Uncharted 4.
unlocked, players can replay
But what's
all
cool
the
is
game's
it
levels
changed
with
the
a
gameplay.
totally new and
Yeah.
dynamic look
That's
and feel.
interesting.
It's an incredibly fun feature that is going to give every
Whoa.
player, especially the completionists out
The
there,
neon one
a
just looks
reason
like
to
a
revisit
shitty
each
Photoshop
level
filter.
again to see what new and exciting experiences in store for them.
Guys,
So
real
that's some
talk.
of the
This
new
game has
stuff
no
we have in
right
store
looking
for
this
you.
good.
In
I'm
Crash
so
Bandicoot
stoked.
4, it's about time.
It's about
Experience the space and time
Real
bending
talk though,
madness
does
on
Crash have
October
a dick?
2nd.
No.
That is real talk.
No, for sure he does. What are you guys saying no? It's probably got like 2 heads or
Today's
something
State of
weird.
Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too. We open the show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's about time, coming to PlayStation 4
Would
on
have found out
October
if you
2nd.
went to the sex dungeon.
Now let's keep the party going with the latest
Oh,
from
okay.
Adeoye Interactive.
You did invite him, didn't you?
Oh
Forgot
man,
about
guys, don't Google that. Just so you know, because it's
Crash Bandicoot
all
Sex
art.
Dungeon?
It is all art.
I'm really excited for this. I don't know what they could add to make it better at this point. Like, Hitman is perfect.
Besides, this is your big day.
Bless, I
Oh
would
my
love for you
gosh.
to-
I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon.
I'll call you when I get back to New York.
There's
Oh my
the
God.
perfect fucking clip.
As if.
Man, this is kind of cool.
You see a new screen pop up, free pizza. Like what? This rules.
Oh my
dude,
God.
This is like digital murder. This is scary.
Yeah, this is gonna make
I don't
some
I don't
know.
know
CNN
if
This is
headlines.
too real.
I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
okay with this. Yeah.
Fox News is gonna have some things to say about
Play
this.
the entire world.
The entire
Wow, the whole trilogy in VR? Fuck.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Go get him, Hitman. Not actual gameplay. Don't get too
I would
much.
love, Bless. I want you to stream that and me to watch.
Dude, I'm
What-
totally down
What
to
is
stream
this,
that.
Greg? What are we looking at?
I don't know yet.
Dare seen it?
It's not even a puzzle. It's like 10 pieces.
Are those real hands though? That's what I'm wondering.
No, it's not actual gameplay.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, so
I-
they could be real hands. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's a good chance.
Andy, it's going backwards in time. I don't know if you noticed that.
Man, I want a new Braid.
I'm Jonathan Blow, and I want you to know that these are my games.
As right on cue, Greg. I love it.
I don't need a witness.
Prince of fucking Persia?
No way.
You're not lucky enough for
But
that.
like a totally different time.
Wait, is this Braid, dude? This is Braid. Oh my God!
oh my
it's
God.
Braid.
Andy,
Wait,
they're
what?
listening. They're listening to both you and Blessing. I really want a new Patapon. I hope that's next.
Oh my God, dude! What the fuck?
Wait.
Okay.
But that's gotta be the building to Braid too, right?
Dude.
Damn.
Oh my God, nipples are hard right now, man.
Whoa.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, and repainted for modern, high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique.
I cannot wait to see
and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary.
This is straight up like one of the best games ever.
So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
That's rad.
Dude, that's sick
awesome.
as hell, dude. Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's take a quick tour in this new footage captured from PS5.
Imran was
a good time so far.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless.
Tim, are you excited for this at all? Because this is like very much seems like it has Breath of the Wild vibes.
The Pathless is
man, give me this all day. I remember this sound.
In a vast forest. You play as the Hunter. The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape.
Just give me a dash all day, dude.
Oh, that's sweet little
Fluid,
slide.
Dynamic movement is at the core of the Pathless. So the game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights. This design was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers. You instantly feel as skilled as the Hunter herself.
Oh, and with the DualSense, you'll feel it for reals.
Yeah, the DualSense. Oh my God!
Man,
every time she
can't
slides,
wait to draw that fucking bow back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, Blessing, what are you talking about sliding? I was talking about drawing the eagle.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
Blessing's still trying to recover from Hitman VR.
I can't believe this.
I don't know what they can add. What the fuck?
You can gain altitude while you glide by flapping.
Right?
Yes.
With DualSense 5, you feel when the Falcon shits on you.
Wow. It's stinky.
Make sure you pet
Does
the
bird
eagle
poop stink?
to keep it clean and in good
I've
fine
never
condition.
smelled bird poop.
I would imagine, right? It's like
if you get up close to it, probably, right?
It's heavy in ammonia, right? That's the
when it piles up somewhere, that's when you got a problem.
You know, it's interesting because there's
You'll find
there's a
secrets
bridge
all
by
over
my
the
house
island
where it piles
if
up
you know
and it
where to
doesn't
look.
smell, so I guess maybe not.
Like I've parked in places where like legit I've come back to my car and it's covered in bird poop, and I've never like smelt it.
That's true.
Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap there.
This is cool, but I feel like they're spending a lot of time on it, you know? I'm over it. Let's move on.
You'll
Isn't
also
this like a 40-minute presentation? They got time to burn. Don't worry about it.
We're chilling.
They're gonna sell you on the Pathless today, Kevin.
That's the thing. I was already sold. They can move on
now. You're super sold.
I'm getting unsold. Look at all these
Impossible.
puzzles. Oh my God! Speaking of me,
you love puzzles.
Oh, you don't like puzzles, Kevin?
Were you guys listening to the rest of what I said?
No.
No.
Tim has tuned you out a long time ago.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open world games, there's no map. Instead, the Hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been.
Wall hacks.
Whoa.
Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
I'm all about this.
You got spirits in this game?
Oh God, Tim's gonna collect them all.
That's all I can
Giant
do.
cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle.
I want to fucking
Stay
fight
still in the light to avoid detection.
It could be your
This
friend.
looks tight.
Tim, think about how good this is gonna look with our hue lights.
I know. I was thinking that earlier when she was in the field, but now, oh man.
Dude, this is sick. Oh my god.
Bathe my room in
You won't be able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisk.
This feels like a fusion between like Horizon and Breath of the Wild and like The Witness.
Journey,
yeah, put that in there.
NFL 2K 20.
Yeah.
NBA Street Volume 2.
2K12 specifically.
When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
They are showing us a lot.
Are they showing you too much?
Yes.
At this point, maybe a little bit.
It was way too much Crash and way too much this.
But I feel like Crash, they were
Dude,
showing
look how
us
long
stuff,
this
you
tail
know?
is with this FOV.
Yeah.
This is the longest tail of all time.
Like with Crash, it was like, oh, you're gonna be able to do different colors and shit. But this is like, all right, you chase the dragon, cool.
Ride the dragon.
Get those dashes back. Get that dash meter up. Sick.
Oh my god. I'm really into this.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's fun.
Give me cool boss patterns to avoid. I love it. You're showing me everything I want.
Kind of reminded me of the second boss battle in Donkey Kong 64, where you're fighting the dragon.
The cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
I cannot wait to play this just for the colors.
I hope you've enjoyed this.
Kevin, you
overview
gotta figure out
of the
this button
Pathless.
situation, bro.
People love the button. People love the button. Here's my
so much more
opinion.
to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
Later this year.
I gotta get a new TV.
You do.
I guess I'm moving, so
Wes,
I'm gonna be in a situation where I can get a new TV.
Wes, come on.
No, that's
dude,
the
you
great
should do
news.
that as
That's the
soon as
great thing. You're in that situation all the time. You're in that situation right now. You can get a new TV whenever you want.
Yep.
Yeah,
Put your
but
mind
like
to it.
I'm about to go into a new place now. I'm gonna have a living
Sure.
room. Oh
Sure.
man.
Nah, you don't play in the living room.
Did you
Next
find
up,
it yet?
let's see what's
Did you
in
find it?
store for Spelunky 2.
We applied to a place.
Hi, my
Yeah.
name is Derek
Nice.
Yu, and I'm the creator of
Yeah.
I gave him a bad review though, so you probably won't get it.
I've always told I should be
For
stoked about
Spelunky
Spelunky.
2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans
Same,
excited
actually.
and
I know people are
also
horny
brought
about
new
this game,
players.
and I know that like people
important we didn't
absolutely
change the things
love
that
this
made
game. I just
Spelunky
can't.
such a
I don't
unique
know.
experience in the
I'm
first
with
place.
you. Like I absolutely love roguelites,
So
and I
many
love
people
platformers
became
too. Like,
fans
everything
of
about
the
this game
through
should
their
speak to
friends
me.
and family, and even
But I've tried
strangers on the
Spelunky,
internet.
and for some reason
That's
I couldn't.
one reason why we're adding
I
online
couldn't get too into
multiplayer,
it.
Just
so
it's
that
always
more
been the
people
art
can play
style
the
that
game
has
together.
kind of turned me off.
And I also
Same.
wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself.
That,
to make
and I
sure
just
that
don't-
the
I, like,
game
don't
felt
know,
welcoming, even though it's difficult.
Like where the gameplay loop lies.
Spelunky
Like
2
I know that
Legacy
it's there.
server
It's just I'm not
characters,
spending
you'll
I'm not
also be
spending enough
building
time.
in-game community,
Serious question.
learning
Should
it.
I drop the volume down to like
I designed the
very
world
quiet
of
while we're all
Spelunky 2
talking?
to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to
No.
feel a lot more full.
Alright.
Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys
Okay.
and find hidden passageways.
That was it. That told you.
Yeah.
And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves.
I don't mind the format of this.
As a result,
Like
the
them going
stories
through the
players
different
create
games,
will
just
have
talking
much more
talking
texture
us
to
through
them.
it.
Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area.
Oh
And
God.
Spelunky 1 runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to
Spelunky.
interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've
So many
expanded the
surprises.
shopping experience and
Spelunky.
made them more nuanced and
Anything
exciting.
can happen.
And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players
Yeah,
can
come
use to
on.
push past the boundaries of what we, as the developers, know about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game.
Jesus.
And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world. Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it.
It's the Crash
thanks
soundtrack.
to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Thanks.
Tim, how would you feel about a Kid Chameleon reboot?
Wouldn't do much for me.
Okay.
Gex, Enter the Gecko.
Oh, dude, a Gex reboot, I'd be all about.
I'd be in for it.
I mean, Gex was
games,
terrible.
They were terrible.
They were terrible.
But he looked.
But I'll
cool.
take it. And like,
he looked real
Gex had
cool.
attitude.
Gex does what Nintendo don't you.
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
We've got
The whole
a bunch
parody
of new
nature of
PS4
Gex is
updates
also
to
Oh.
pretty
share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Have any of you guys heard of this?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Knowledge on us.
Not even ready to be like, oh, you haven't? Let me
Yeah.
think about it.
Oh, let me just leave, man.
It started off with
I
Beth
haven't
going, oh.
I haven't heard shit about
Let me
this
tell
game
you
either.
about Impact.
Go ahead. Give me your right off the top of the dome. What's happening
No, yeah, no, it's basically it takes place in the fantasy land of Genshin.
Of Genshin.
Yeah. It's a JRPG. It's an action JRPG, I should say, because it's not turn-based. You're actually like, it's real-time action.
Nice.
You can just see it right there. Yeah.
Yeah. You play as an unnamed character. You get to name them. You actually get to choose between quite a few different characters and run through the land of Genshin.
And there's grass.
And there's grass, and there's a village. You get to have an impact.
Yet another Breath of the Wild game.
Oh! Hickory dickory dock.
Dealing death. If you cannot bring
I'm not gonna lie
yourself
though, this is kind of speaking to me.
Speak my name.
It looks cool.
Like, you can show me any game with this aesthetic, and I'll be like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Oh, I want to play this.
To which I
Rumon.
Huh? Think you can get away?
Not this time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an Andy VO right there. Andy, why aren't you casting more things?
I don't know, dude. It's crazy. It's been a slow year for sure.
Andy. I don't know what this is, but it's screaming Andy.
What is this?
They showed this.
Was this at New Game Plus Expo? Actually, no, I have no idea what this is. Never mind.
No, I already don't want it.
Andy has decided.
Just such like a, I don't know, gameplay to cutscene. There's a dissonance there. Because it goes from like super cool and like super like atmospheric, and then you see the gameplay and it's like
2D fighter with these generic looking guys.
Yeah.
In a circle.
Yeah, it's always like when it's 2D fighter that looks like flash animation, that always just turns me off. Like I know these are 3D models made to look 2D, but it's just that the style always turns me off, man.
I mean, this does feel like it's almost going for an Arc System Works, like Guilty Gear kind of style, which I can dig, because I think those games look beautiful. But I need more context for what this is before I get excited about it.
The FPS hurts your eyes, says Gwyn Bell. I mean, that's the style they're going for. They're not
Neon
going
must die.
60 frames smoothness. They're going for that animation, kind of like make it look like it's drawn, hand drawn.
It's a me BT says it looks like a generic Sega Genesis fighting game that tried to compete with Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Vector Man, the fighting game.
This looks pretty sick. They're going with the same animation for her too. She's running at like 10 frames a second.
Yeah. This gives me some Katana Zero vibes though, which I can dig.
Like, this is so close to being fucking cool, but it's like...
God, you're so right. You're so right.
Very close to being
so
fucking
close, dude.
But it's not there. But I do love fighting ringworm.
I love a good sword.
I feel like
you know how much I hate ringworm.
This is the first time I've ever looked at a running animation and been like, huh, that is a very clear and easy loop to see. That it's just like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
What was that game that ended up being super problematic, but it looked amazing? The Last Night.
Oh,
the last
yes,
night.
the last night.
Last
yeah.
night. This looks like almost
It's time
that,
to talk Bugsnax. Let's check out some gameplay footage captured from PS5.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of Bugsnax.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a 2-bit con artist. Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense.
Wow, we're getting lore.
I swear, if you chase this Bugsnax story, you're out of a job.
You're the journalist. Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a Bugsnax right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
So it is first person.
I could use your help. This
but is there too much lore? You know what I mean?
Use it to lead the
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite
Bugsnax
is.
So like,
Bugsnax
a while ago, the developers tweeted out like games that Bugsnax is inspired by, and I'm pretty sure Pokemon Snap might have been one of them.
Prototype traps that I could put to use.
Bioshock was also one of them, which makes me
Good
curious.
at stuff.
Hey, that's an Oreo.
Nobody
Yeah, I was
hates
gonna
you
say,
yet.
Greg, it's an Oreo.
Catch
All right.
Bugsnax and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
Well, so that's all of like real-time physics.
You see that guy just pop in though?
Well, that was them doing the time travel, right?
Was it?
It looked like a time lapse, yeah. Like Bugsburg. What was Snackburg is coming back to?
Bugslaps.
And Buglaps.
Whoa, pizza dragon.
Give me a little pause.
What the hell was that? God. I thought he was going to introduce some sort of like crazy monster hunter or world.
I wanted them to cut to your character on the ground, just like.
Update on an eagerly awaited
Oh,
PlayStation
yeah.
VR game.
The force is strong with you.
Greg, should I play this game?
Yes. It's dope as hell.
Stop Vida.
I don't understand.
I only did episode 1 on Quest.
Yeah, me too.
All 3 of them came out though, right?
Oh yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
I
I played this on
not
Quest.
for PlayStation, or is this a?
No, not for PlayStation. This is they're coming to PlayStation. Thoughts from a Jedi.
Do you think when they call up Vader to do more licensed stuff, he's like, again? Like, come on, guys.
Like, God damn it.
You need me again? I'm so long gonna carry this franchise.
Oh, Stanley
Control?
Parable, maybe?
Whatever you do, stay in the light.
Definitely not Stanley Parable. Never mind.
Control. It's Control.
And Alan Wake, stay in the light.
Ah, yeah, this is their DLC.
That sounded like the voice from Stanley Parable, though, right?
Yeah, for a split second, I was like, certainly. These are the hallways from Stanley Parable, just the lights are turned off.
Hi, I'm Alan. Alan Wake.
Be super sick if my save wasn't on an Xbox that doesn't work.
Be super sick if you stop breaking Xboxes, you know?
I mean, be super sick if they didn't fucking make him like that, dude.
827.
Altered
Control has to be
World
like one of
event.
the coolest games of this generation.
Yeah, Control was my number 2
Game has
game of the
style.
year.
Yeah, I think
Tim,
I think you might have been my number 2 also.
I can already tell you, Tim, this is going to be a game for you. This is one you're all in on.
No.
Oh yeah. Look at this. If this doesn't scream Tim Gettys, I don't know what.
You and
does.
Cool Greg here playing some Dwarf Sniper chess.
Battle chess.
Yep.
Nothing you
I'll
and
tell you
Cool
what,
Greg
though.
like more. Cracking a cold one, playing some battle chess.
The idea of like Alan Wake doing in Control does nothing for me because I just didn't love Alan Wake.
Sure. I think it's a cool idea that it's all in the same universe and they
Yeah.
get the same time back, but yeah, as somebody who never really connected to Alan Wake, I'm not like,
I beat that game. I was like, okay. Just shining flashlights at things. What the fuck?
Oh, and a victory. Auto chess.
Oh.
I know this
Stanley
woman
Parable?
from Bathroom Doors.
I'm just gonna keep guessing Stanley Parable.
Good job, Buzz.
I'm gonna get it right.
What was that weird game, Greg, on PS3?
Echochrome.
The Last Man? Ectochrome?
Echochrome. Yeah, you're
on PSP.
And then Echochrome is one I was jumping to, and then you want the last guy where you walk around and people followed you around, which is great. And they use Google Maps, amazing.
I remember seeing this one.
This is a Kevin game.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. All day.
All day, every day. It's 24/7. I find your pal the bug.
Greg, do you remember?
Yeah, I really like this one on
here. The escape game, where like Mr. Escape or something like that. You have to like move boxes around and get out.
Or PSP game where you move boxes to get out.
I think it was PSP.
This is cool.
Exit. People were saying exit. That might have been.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exit.
Oh, where you were like in the trench coat? And the hat?
Yeah.
Escape Plan was on Vita, and it was with Little Marge.
The Pedestrian. That's a cool logo. See, I'm like too much of a nitty for games like that, but I enjoy that they're there.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
New games.
Oh, new.
Are the forest shadows. Ghosts.
I'm out.
Running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
A lot of Focus Home Interactive, huh?
Sumo Interactive.
They count, ration, manipulate. They've taken everything from those they claim to protect. Authority and steel will not stop us. We aren't.
Oh my God. Jesus, that man was minding his own business.
Can you imagine getting hit by a fucking hammer, dude?
Dude, that must hurt.
That was a mallet. I don't even know what the difference is, but that was clearly a mallet.
Jesus, they are beating each other up like animals.
These men are barbarians.
Like these men have families. Like, chill out, bro.
I should have put up his hands.
What was stolen.
Is this like For Honor 2?
Call us heroes.
Gauntlet?
Wait, Gauntlet?
No.
No way.
I don't think it's Gauntlet.
I think it's a new idea.
We are rivals.
Valhalla Creed Assassins.
What's the opposite of honor?
Dishonor.
Against honor.
For dishonor.
Character models don't look awesome.
We are all outlaws.
But it's basically just For Honor.
Legends.
Footage capture from PlayStation 5.
Didn't do it for me.
You love killing things so violently. Temtem!
Oh.
I remember this game?
Yeah.
No. What is
3 days of server instability, and then it just kind of went away.
The MMO
like the Pokemon
ripoff.
Yeah.
Wow.
This game was huge on Twitch for like a week. And then everybody stopped playing. I just thought it was because a lot of Pokemon looked the same. They just looked like alternate versions of each other. A lot of their Temtem was just, hey, this one's kind of round and it's got a little round bulb here, but this one's kind of got a horn here. Like,
in an online world where any Temtem can become Bambi. Temtem up in
Before we wrap up,
2021.
let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5 gameplay for this melee-focused action epic.
this is where I could see me and Bless doing a first impression.
Oh, 100%. We're doing a first impression in this game.
Nothing I love more than a counter into a stab.
Oh yeah.
Flip, magic cast. Fucking, you know, like
a perfectly timed sidestep.
My name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for
Keith
Godfall.
Lee.
On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console.
Keith, this better be the same as it is on launch.
I swear to God, if there's a puddle
let's
out
jump
of
right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden
I want to squat up
realms.
with 10 of my homies.
The world is split up into the elemental realms of Earth.
Damn, bro.
Go get some water, man. You're burned right now.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions.
Give me a sun.
No waiting for content.
A charged
it's all
heavy.
in the game on day 1. As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top.
Drake, I just realized right now.
Mad gods. This
in the coming months, like Kind of Funny's going to cover its first like real proper console launches as a company.
Yeah, because the Switch doesn't
We
count.
did Switch, you know, that was great. I nailed that. I did a good job, all by myself.
I did a lot of stuff.
Now we have people that actually care about everything. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about gameplay.
This is so much cooler. Like, I know we
our team
generally
wanted
don't
to do something different.
Love long presentations
wanted to combine
on games.
action RPG,
but this is so much better than the last thing they showed at the last State of Play.
For Godfall,
this looks
where
fun.
they played some song with random gameplay clips, and it just seemed out of context, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, up till now, they've not shown this game correctly because they keep showing it and they keep calling it a looter shooter or looter slasher, and we see like gameplay, like very short gameplay clips of it, but nothing that really sells us on what the actual loop of game is. Like, this is very much similar to Marvel's Avengers, where I'm like, all right, how does the game actually play? What is the content? What can I expect from playing this game long term?
Well, the crazy thing is they're about to announce. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but Spider-Man is going to be exclusive to this one as well.
Oh damn!
You'll be facing multiple enemies
I'm out
at
here.
the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive.
I just hope this game feels good. I really want to demo this game so bad.
Philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades.
I call dual blades.
God, I love dual blades.
The polearm
so much.
I love pole.
Dragon Age Inquisition, I was all about.
I'm gonna do Warhammer.
And the two-handed greatsword.
Can I get that? I'll get the greatsword.
That's you. That's all you, Bled.
Yeah.
I've always been a great sword.
Look at that,
dude. I love great swords.
Ranging from fast combos to more strategic, deliberate play.
I respect the
enemies in
Warhammer
your
so
adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons for each weapon category. Each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now,
Greg, nobody has this game on our
dual
fantasy
blades
draft, right?
And the longsword.
I'll check in for you.
Classes.
Right, that doesn't sound right. I thought we've done really
Dual
well
blades
at
are the
matching up
fastest
this
weapon
stuff.
class in Godfall.
Is it? And it's this year?
Embodying speed,
yeah, it's this year.
fluidity, and mobility.
Well then, looks like you
Dual
just figured out what I'm bidding on next. Then,
soft,
if you're right.
targets or single targets.
Because I'm
still, you still have no money, right? Actually, you know what? Callie from GameSpot has Godfall.
The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher.
Like this would be a risky bet though, because I feel like generally multiplayer games like this
so what are the signature
don't
moves
review as well
blades?
as single player games.
As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword.
Alright, this is a lot.
Class.
Like,
now it's not.
Yeah, you guys still like it, huh?
Embodying crisp damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades,
here are
longswords
menus.
have their own 4-hit light attack combo.
You can turn on HDR.
Then there's the heavy attack.
Here's Chad, our environment
which
artist.
can be used at the end of your light attack combo. There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword.
Bam, bitch!
The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks.
Man, your shields gonna be so shiny though.
Press the shield button at the right time. You can also
just
parry
wet metal everywhere, dude.
You can perform a light attack
wet metal
after
sometimes
a last-second
like Dark
shield
Sector.
block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack.
Sick.
You can double tap the shield button to petrify enemies.
God, I dig this a lot.
Yeah, get like again, like
course,
this is really
you can
long.
Perform an R3 ground finisher on enemies.
I like everything they're saying.
Down
Giving me combat that rewards skill is like I love.
Yes.
That. And timing and shit.
But is it just running around and fighting shit? So is it like Dauntless or whatever?
It's I'd assume it's like a Destiny game where there are dungeons and there's long, big open worlds that you go run through and loot.
Is there lore? Am I customizing my character a lot?
We were probably about to see, Greg. This is gonna go on for another 2 hours.
Yeah, no, they got a lot left to stay.
It's that thing where the fights look cool, but I need to wrap it in something to really get into it.
Oh man,
Whoa.
That is so sexy, man.
Oh, get fucked, dude.
Like doing this with friends is the thing that is getting me hyped.
Aggro him. Bless, aggro him. He's on you.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Hey, heal. I need to heal. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm animated.
I can already feel it.
Guys, this sucks. You want to play Predator? I'm bored as shit. Can we get out of here?
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5. We also want to thank all the fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Please end this slide.
That's the end of the show.
That's a wrap. We hope you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation. See you next time.
All right, see you later, lady.
All right.
just Irish goodbye to us.
All right.
Like, guys, gotta go. Bye. That's great.
All right, that's one way to end the show. Sure, go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
I would have at least with this lineup, I would have at least taken the Hitman VR thing and put it at the end.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. That's a fun reveal to end on. Not that Godfall looked bad. It's just like.
Did they say one more thing when they were leading into Godfall? Were they like, oh yeah, we got one more thing to show you? You want to do a deep dive on Godfall, or did they just transition right into it?
I think they just went into it. I mean, I get it from the perspective that it is one of their bigger. It's one of the PS5 games that exists the most currently. Like,
sure.
We've known about it forever, and it's like it's coming this year. So it's like I get them trying to push it, but yeah, that was kind of like a
That's
like,
funny.
Oh shit! Didn't expect to end there.
No, did not realize I was ending there.
And that hang on the logo was
long. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
That was all right. Like that was a fine time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed what I saw.
Not the best, not the worst.
Yeah.
better.
I'm kind of bummed about the formatting overall because I feel that it works well for some of the games, but when you apply it to pretty much all of them, I don't know that every game that had 5 minutes plus needed 5 minutes plus.
Yeah, I agree.
With the dev commentary stuff, like that was cool. There was a lot of gameplay here, both on PS4 and PS5, so that's something. And like actually diving into these games is cool, but I feel like if you're gonna do that, there does need to be like more exciting, like quick announcements to keep you from just feeling like it's the same thing over and over and over, especially when a lot of the voices aren't that exciting.
Hitman and Braid got it right. I think Hitman showing off that quick little thing, which is meant less as a tutorial than everything else got, and more of a cool surprise. I think that was perfect, and I think Braid nailed it with here's this sort of long lead in. Is it what you think it is? Yes, it is. And also here's just a couple minutes on exactly what it is. And was it even a couple minutes? I don't know. It went by super fast. I think that's like the exact way to show the game, where everything else had this really, really long here's an instruction booklet and what we're doing. It's like that's the longer videos like that are the ones that you break out on YouTube later and say, hey, for an extended look, here's this 6-minute thing on YouTube.
In some way, it depends on what you're showing too. Where I think personally, I thought the Crash length worked because I didn't know much about Crash, and I thought that looked cool. And I think ending on, hey, when you replay the levels for completionists, aka people want the platinum, like it's going to be a different level. It's going to be a different thing. I was like, all right, cool. I see what you've been doing and why you went on so long. Whereas when you look at the pathless, I was like, I started off like, oh, this is really cool, and then I start drifting a little bit, right? Because it is, I think, more okay. You're doing stuff, and it's not like revolutionary from what we've seen. And then you get to that big dragon battle at the end. You're like, all right, that was cool. That looks cool. I like that. I'm back a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's really all a balance, because I'm totally fine with them showing us gameplay for Pathless and the gameplay breakdown for Godfall. Like I think there's value in making people watch that stuff, because for Pathless, right, like that's an indie game. You're owning that as PlayStation indies. You want people to have their eye on that, and you want people to get excited about it, because that's a game that so far, like up until now, we've not gotten extended gameplay for. And so for them to be like, all right, pause everything, we're going to show you some gameplay for the Pathless and make you guys really pay attention to what this is, I think that's smart. I think it was maybe 1.5 minutes too long, or maybe 2 minutes too long. Same for Godfall. Like I'm totally down for them to show us the stuff and make us sit down and pay attention to it. But I think it's just it's a matter of figuring out how long is too long. And for Godfall and for Pathless, and even for me for like Braid, I would say those were like slightly too long.
Yeah, I think they I do think they were around 30% too long. Like I'm totally fine with what they showed and what they were doing with it. But for me, everything, I kind of forgot about how long Pathless went, and that was at the beginning of the show. Everything just jagged on a little bit too much, but I still think it was a pretty decent show.
I hope we get more of these, and I think that this is something that they clearly are trying to be a replicable program that they have. And even though this wasn't the most exciting thing, I think getting this in between PS4 and PS5, this is way better than it could have been for sure. Especially like this just focusing so much on third-party stuff and kind of just on the few games that are still coming out. I'm surprised we didn't get Tony Hawk even showing up here.
Oh yeah,
that's before Crash as well.
Yeah, no Tony Hawk. I low-key was expecting Call of Duty, but I think it makes sense. Like it makes sense if they want to reveal that on their own terms, Activision. But yeah, like I feel like there's so many questions, or maybe not even questions, but there's so much that could have been here that wasn't here. Like I was expecting Watch Dogs Legion for some reason and Assassin's Creed, and I'm fine with those not being here because we've seen so much from those games already. But like Far Cry, I would put that in there of like, oh yeah, that could make an appearance. That didn't. I feel like the biggest pop here, I don't feel like was big enough to necessarily warrant this. That said, I'm not mad at it. Like I understand why you would do this, and I think it's worth doing. But there wasn't a big pop that made me go like, okay, yes, this has me excited for the future.
I think when you look back at all the state of plays that came before it, right? Yeah, there was a tentpole to it that this one just didn't have. Where I think that like this one's like an okay, and it's like it's what we've talked about from the beginning of them starting state of play. It was like, okay, cool. It can be this. It's just that comes with a different level of expectations, and I guess not even pomp and circumstance, but care. Like how much you're gonna care. Like coming into this, my expectations for it were set by PlayStation and were met by PlayStation. There's gonna be a lot of, it's just gonna be updates and a few games, and so I walk away looking at this where I'm like, none of this is stuff that I'm freaking out about. None of this is stuff that I am super jazzed to go play necessarily. I'm glad to get the updates about it, right? It was interesting to see Bugsnax gameplay. Like I said, Crash is something I'm actually giving a second look at, and maybe I want to play when it actually drops. But it's not, none of this I'm walking away from like, holy shit, I got to play it. Whereas like, in March 2019, it was Iron Man, it was Concrete Genie, it was No Man's Sky VR. May in 2019 was Predator Hunting Grounds. Medieval's release date, Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer. September 2019 was The Last of Us Part 2 giant thing, right? More Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. And then in December 2019, that state of play was the one with Resident Evil 3 and Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. And again, like to what we're talking about, I think that you can have these kind of places. And I think, again, PlayStation's doing the right thing of setting what the expectations are going to be of like, hey, there's no PlayStation 5 shit on this one, new stuff, no announcement.
Don't get your hopes up. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. But then still, it is that thing of it ends, and it's like, all right, cool. Like I didn't need to watch that. Not that I'm like, oh man, I wasted 40 minutes looking at video games. That's what I love to do. But it still is like, all right, cool. That's something. I'm more excited to go play Fall Guys now.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I do wish they announced this with the context of, hey, we do have a state of play coming. It's this Thursday, and you'll get new game announcements, X, Y, and Z, and expect some updates on Godfall and Pathless. I feel like if they name dropped some of those going to be here, that'll help us set our expectations a bit more. Because like, again, I think what they showed here was good, but
I just really would have loved a tweet of like, hey guys, we got a state of play coming. You totally don't have to be there. Don't even worry about
exactly. Yeah, that's why they can't say that, right?
If you can't come, it's all good.
You can't give the roster of games because people look at it like, oh, I don't give a shit about any of these games. This is
I feel like you got to.
I don't know how we keep looping the same thing for auto chess, but I know a lot about auto chess now. Look at this. I mean, I would never know auto chess. I will never be able to forget auto chess.
Kevin's doing it for me.
You and Cool Greg. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was the PlayStation, the first state of play in a long time. Hopefully there's more soon. Hopefully they're more exciting than this. We'll have to stay tuned. Will there be another PlayStation event in August? At this point, I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. Will the PS5 ever come out?
Are they ever gonna give us a goddamn release date or price for the PlayStation 5?
Until they give us a price, it's free.
Jeff Keighley, we turn our lonely eyes to you for the Gamescom finale.
All right, bye guys.
Hey, wait, hold on before you go, because Kevin, make sure you don't cut right away. Just leave it in things because we're doing Fall Guys right after this.